Well, how y'all are this afternoon? It's your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. So what we're talking about today is 410s. I've got two 410s I'm going to show today. I'm going to shoot them a little bit, and we're going to go down range, look at the targets, and see how they do. This one is the old F.I.E. single shot 410 shotgun of the type that they imported from, I don't know, several years, but they haven't imported it in about 20. These are made by a company that's probably, I think, Brastec down in Brazil. F.I.E. has imported these. Rossi has imported this design. Several companies, EIG, over the years, imported this design. And it's a very simple, straightforward shotgun. These things are available in 410, 20 gauge, and 12. The funny thing about it is most American manufacturers would manufacture a 410 shotgun and it would be on a 12 gauge frame. A 20 gauge would be on a 12 gauge frame. With this design of gun and this manufacturer, whoever it is, all we know is who imported it. They used a 410 frame on the 410 gun. They used a 20 gauge frame on the 20 gauge gun, and they used a 12 gauge frame on the 12 gauge gun, which makes it kind of unique. It makes the 410 a very little skinny and elegant and easy to handle gun. This is the old shotgun that uses the pull the trigger guard to break it down routine, which seems to be fairly common nowadays. The Hatfield, which I have one of these today, is over here to show. It breaks down that way. We know that these guns are pretty good. I've already killed a rabbit or two with this one. They're a pretty good gun, and it is a full choke 410 shotgun. It shoots 2.5-inch shells real well. It's marked 3-inch chamber. Shoot one right quick. And they come out of it very nicely. The 3-inch Magnum shells, they don't, I don't know. I think the crimp comes out of it, and on the 3-inch Magnum, and then the shell is too long for the chamber, and it sticks in there, and you got to dig it out with your pocket knife or pull it out with a pair of pliers. Other than that, it's a really good shotgun. Like I said, I've already used it. We've busted some clay pigeons with it, and there's not a whole lot of embellishment you can get into on a single shot shotgun. It's just, but they're out there and they're worth talking about because they are usable and serviceable firearms. The other shotgun I have is this guy, the Hatfield. Now, these guns are made by I don't know who. I'll just tell you the truth. But they're imported, and they don't have any import marks on them. Any indication who the importer is probably Stoeger. It tries to be a nice shotgun, but it's just a single shot shotgun. It has an attribute of the old Gelf Beretta shotgun, the old Gelf trap gun, in that it folds up. I'm thinking about ways to try and make it fold a little bit farther. Probably inlet this a little bit further and allow it to go up in there. Maybe trim that trigger guard down a little bit because you don't need that big stop sticking out there to get it open. Make it a little bit more packable in the vehicle. Make it a little bit more packable in the field when you're not using it. I've shot this gun a little bit. We're going to shoot it right here in just a minute. I'm going to put a round in it and we're going to fire it. Works pretty good. It's plank. It's just a good single shot shotgun. And it's got one problem I can see with it right now is the trigger is horrible. I mean, we're talking 12 to 15 pounds. It's just got a horrible trigger. Lifts them nice. They come out nice. That's good. Gun shoots straight. It says full choke, and it says it says full choke and it says 3-inch Magnum. It in fact does shoot 3-inch Magnums and will extract 3-inch Magnums very nicely. But we patterned it, compared it to the old F.I.E. over there, and it's not anywhere near it. The old F.I.E. shoots a lot tighter. So I don't know if it's full or not. I haven't got my mic out and actually put it on there to see if it's that size. The other problem this gun has is, besides having a 35-pound trigger pull, is the comb is too high for a grown-up. The comb here is too high for a grown-up to get good index on the sight plane. Okay, so you can't get right behind the bead like you ought to be able to. Now, a kid that had a smaller head could probably get a pretty good index on that bead. This gun I plan to chop off and make a 18 or 19-inch defensive type shotgun out of it, home defense type shotgun. And with that in mind, let's talk about that for a moment. What is the value of a home defense shotgun? Well, what is the value of a 410? Well, in a home defense situation, most of the time, you're going to be at 12 feet. You don't need a big, long, full choke shotgun to engage a humanoid target at 12 feet with anything. So a single shot shotgun will fire every 3 seconds until the sun burns out, or you run out of ammunition. So, you know, it doesn't have a big, fast, repeat business on reloading itself back, because you've got to break it down, pull that one out, push another one in there, close it, cock it, and you're ready to go again. Hopefully one is enough, because at 12 feet you just can't miss from the hip or from the shoulder, either one. You'd be hard pressed. You know, the average person with any monicum of hand and eye coordination at all should be able to wipe out whatever it is that's threatening them at 12 feet, which is the average width of a household room, 12 feet or less. Unless, of course, you live in the Taj Mahal, you know, we got to shoot down the block, you know, one end of it's got a beer joint in it, and the other end of it's got a bus station or an adult bookstore in the middle. It's a pretty good sized room, okay? But the average Joe, like me and you, 12 feet, you ought to be able to make it. Okay, so with that in mind, let's fire some defensive loads right quick before this video runs out of time. First one I'm going to shoot is, I'm going to shoot the old F.I.E. here with a Brown Bear 3-inch Magnum, which they work pretty good in this thing, buck and ball. This is a 410 slug and 3 pellets of triple-aught buckshot. Pretty good defensive round. I'm going to shoot it at the 25-yard chest center. Now let's see if I can hit it. Yeah, it's swinging nicely. So something hit it. One of the balls hit it, or the deer slug hit it, or something hit it. It did pretty good. Okay, let's try the old Hatfield. Now Hatfield, Walmart sells this gun for $100. Across the board, doesn't matter what caliber it is or what gauge it is, they sell it for $99. So far, from what I've done shooting it, it's a pretty nice gun. If it was $60. Okay, 25 yards, can't get down on it, but I'm going to try and estimate where I think it ought to be. If I can get it to pull. And it hit it. Okay. Whew. Dang. All right. Now, we know we can do that. Let's see what 5 pellet triple-aught buckshot from a 410 3-inch Magnum looks like on paper. Right target is the Hatfield. Dead in the middle. Let's see what we do. Woo. That's a pretty good size. That thing loaded with dimes? What the heck? Jeez. All right. Here we go. There's that. I can see it from here. It's not too bad. I hit pretty low. Of course, I couldn't get on the bead good either. 3-inch Magnum, 5 pellet, triple alt buckshot from the old F.I.E. Let's see what happens. Shoot the left target. That, and I can get down on. And it came out. That's very nice. With roll crimp. Must work a little better. Alright, before we run out of time on this video, let's go down here and see what buckshot will do at 15 yards with a 410 shotgun. Well, that's not too shabby right there. 15 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good shooting there, Tex. Let's go over here. Now bear in mind, I couldn't get on it good, so I probably hit it a little low. I only see 2 in there that constitutes a bullet hole. So I probably shot it a little low because I couldn't get behind the bead good. Oh, wait a minute, there's one. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not 100% certain, but oh, no, that's just a nick in the paper. Yeah. So I hit it 3 times with the one I couldn't get a good sight picture on. That's a pretty big room, 15 yards. So that's a fairly effective a gun. Hit somebody with 5 pellets of triple alt buckshot at 15 yards. That's only 3 pellets less than a 2 3/4 inch Magnum. So you're probably in pretty good shape there. Well, all right then. I'm going to cut one of these guns down. We're going to do another little performance check on it and see how it works at a later date, probably one day next week. I think I'm going to cut down the Hatfield because it's a pretty sorry trigger. Safe gun to shoot, but it's just not made very well internally, I don't think. Anyway, that's about the size of it. Hey, I'll see y'all later, and y'all have fun. See you now.